Ladies and gentlemen, tufunye update empya. Ngola ku screen yawo Andrew Mwenda avudeyo ku X oba ku Twitter nakola post. Nagamba nti bonga abakulembeze ba PLU batudde and agreed to open Daily Monitor and NTV soon. Nagena maaso nagamba nti we shall have discussions with the management of both companies baina okwegeyamu. Shortly after, the CDF made a tweet nagamba nti, as Comrade Andrew Mwenda said, discussions are going on with the allies in UK and Europe regarding the opening of both NTV and Daily Monitor. Nti bachegeyamu. Bino byavude kuchi. Ku remember the saga. In the middle of the night, twafunye tweet eyo. Nga CDF General Muhoozi agamba nti Muhoozi has approved the plan to close both NTV and Monitor. Tujja kutambulirawo. Kwegamba things happened so fast in the night. The tweet came out. Shortly after, information begins moving around. Before you could blink, nga amaje gasazeko offices za NTV ne Monitor. Things happened very fast. Nga basingo obungi kumwe mwabadde mwebase. It sent a shock wave throughout the entire nation. About the discussion the entire day on Sunday. Nga buli omu akyogerako. The impact, the implications. Abakozi ba NTV, aba Monitor, banaliawa. So many Ugandans came out and they expressed concerns about that move. Then we got communication from NMG, Nation Media Group. Nga bagamba nti around 1 a.m. in the morning, Sunday, June 28, amasanyalaze gaggyibwako. Amaje gabasalako. Naye they went ahead and reassured Ugandans nti bajja kusigala bali online. NTV is a mainstream media. Oyinza ogamba nti reach yaabwe esinga kubeera ku TV on those airwaves. Okubatwalako platforms nga YouTube, Facebook, reach yaabwe bwogikuttemu. They've been updating us olunaku lwonna lwonna naye ng'olaba it's been slow. Tekibadde ng'ekya bulijjo. And I'm sure abantu bangi bamiisinze akawungeezi. Kwegamba oyinza ogamba nti move y'okubasibawo ekoze disruption y'amaanyi nnyo both in NMG ne mu ggwanga. Because Ugandans love that TV. It's one of the biggest in the country, if not the biggest. So egaddwawo nga mu kaseera kano tewali amanyi when it's going to open. Moyo tweet, CDF agamba nti they're engaging the allies in the UK and Europe regarding the reopening. Andrew Mwenda says the same. It gives us a picture nti this could be sooner than we think. Maybe end of the week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe months. Tetumanyi. They've not given us a time frame, but it seems like it's in the pipeline. It seems discussions are being had. Then we got this, okuva mu UCC. Nga bagamba nti UCC engages stakeholders following NMG going off air. Wosoma communication evudde oba public notice evudde mu UCC. Bakulaga nti nekigenda mu maaso tebakimanyi. And they are responsible for looking after issuing licenses of platforms nga NTV. Never kulaga nti whatever is happening, they don't have a single clue. Oyinza gamba kino kiraka, they are doing it because they have to do it. Their statement carries zero weight. Mujja kunsaasira. It carries zero knowledge of what's going on. Bachikoze just to tick a box. The UCC spoke out. Ninga temuli substances. Bagamba nti consultations have begun with relevant government stakeholders to obtain verified information. Verified information. Everyone knows what's going on. No mwana omuto right now akimanyi nti NTV teriiko. Verified information. Ngenkugambe the post is meant to tick a box. Ninga teri mu substance eriyawo. Look at the size of it. Kale appreciate nti eriku headed paper, but you can do better. UCC, you can issue a better notification. You can issue a better notice. Okusinga mu language yaffe okwerabisa. Verified information. The commission urges the public to remain calm and allow these consultations to proceed. Mukakane kama. Mada UCC. Nae, watching cause a video, and I want to ask you a question. An elephant in the room that I think so many of us we are either thinking about or we don't want to think about. Following these closures, NTV egaddwawo, Monitor egaddwawo, ki ekiddako. Kankizimbe bwenti. Whether we like it or not, these are businesses. We've heard from the CDF nti every single day they are losing about $5 million US. Obukadde butaano wa dollar. I think the figure is a bit exaggerated, but they are losing money. It's the key thing. At the end of the day, whether tuchagala, this is a business. They have to make money. So if you close them, you're disrupting the financial flow, the cash flow. Nachigamba sometime back into oba ina organization oba ekitongole oba institution yonna nga oyagala kuginafuya gikwate mu nsawo. Nawe kenyini mu kaseera kanali mukunda basinga ngukwata mu nsawo nja kunafuya. We live in a world where you cannot survive without money. You cannot survive without a source of income. So if you kukwata mu nsawo za NTV nobasalako nobagati mugenda kuyingiza sente, something has to give way. In normal circumstances or normal situations, we are seeing a situation of NTV and Monitor being closed down. NMG, they are losing money. They have shareholders who are businessmen. Bajja kutandika okubuuza ebibuuzo in a normal environment or situation or normal business. The last questions. Bajja kwebuuza, what's the way forward? Should we remain the way we are and risk further closures, or we pivot? Because in a business, chinjagalo sokotegere gwandaba. I love NTV. I love everything about NTV. I love everything NTV represents. It's my favorite TV in the country. Nae, I sat down, neneteka mbigireba shareholders. If I was a shareholder in NTV, would I want to lose money? The shareholders are usually businessmen. You don't become a billionaire to a level of owning a company nga NMG or having shares in NMG nga you don't respect your money. Chendowoza agasera katuuka nga they have to look at the books. If this continues for long, bagenda kuluzinga sente nyingi nnyo. Nga nkugambye, I don't believe until they are losing $5 million US. I don't believe. But the fact is they are losing money. Whatever amount it is, they are losing money. And the shareholders, bajatandika okubuuza ebibuuzo. Bajja kubuuza wagwana. Tukyuseemu ki? And my fear is this. Will NTV and Monitor be the same after this closure? Sirowooza nti the CDF woke up and said, ngena kuba galawo, nga gena kuba siba forever. No, I don't think. I think number one, he did it to command respect. He did it to make a statement. Obanga yachikoze to open doors or a room for negotiation. Kutula ku table tuogere. Where do you stand? Where do I stand? We've seen a tweet, kankuze yokowan. Ya Andrew Mwenda. Ngagamba nti we shall discuss with the management of both companies. Kamugaso nyako. Is it possible nti the closure was to open up a door for a round table? Yes, you're running a business. Nyina wenyimiridde. If you don't pivot, ngenda kukwata mu nsawo. Sinza kuggalawo forever, because I know it's impossible. It's not feasible for NTV, NMG, obutabera mu ggwanga. It's impossible. It's a big company. Naye, the elephant in the room, will NTV and Monitor be the same nga bakomyewo ku mpewo? Simanyi wagwanda bawakyebuuzizza. If they come back, nga bebamu, ne baddamu ne babaggala, let's say for 2 weeks, nga mu kaseera kano, for example, they've been shut for like a week. Ne bakomawo, they do the same thing, ne babaggalawo for 2 weeks. Ne bakomawo, ne babaggalawo omwezi. Emyezi 6-3. A point reaches, as a businessman, you ask questions. Mfuna muchi. Business nga bajukuba. If this continues, I don't want to believe or allow myself to believe this, but I sense a point where NTV and Monitor pivot. Cause kastokwata mu nsawo ya institution yonna oginafuya. Nga mu kaseera kano bali kufiirwa ssente, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days is sustainable. Naye if it goes on, nga cheddamu as businessmen, the investors, the shareholders, they'll ask questions. And something has to change. If the employees don't change, nga boss abagambe mukyuseemukko akasente kali affected, bayinza okufuna abakozi abapya. But I sense a situation oba embeera nga NTV ne Monitor, they are not the same after this. I don't want to think about it, but I sense a possibility they don't come back the same. If they come back the same, never facing up further closures, I see a situation whereby the bosses sit down, never gamba nedda. We are losing money. Twateka mu ssente zaffe, we have to make profits. Ekiva mu ekyo will be pivoting. Kukola mawulire, yes, but the news won't be the same. We might not see the similar stories in a year's time, in 2 years' time, NTV zebadde ekola. Oba Monitor zebadde publishing. If the pressure continues, something has to give way. Chana kunyo, because I love what they do. I love what they represent, but we need to be realistic. Mulimu sente z'abantu. People have invested money in this business. Nga at the end of the day, they need profit. Chendowooza nti we all remember nti Aga Khan yavaawo. Game eyinza okukyukamu. I won't be surprised and I won't blame NTV, the workers, the employees, if something changes. It will indicate one thing nti the pressure increased to a point that the shareholders waggulu awo aba controlling a wallet, the ones who pay the bosses aba wansi bano, the foot soldiers abakuwa amawulire bula ku screens, abagenda mu field ne bagasaka, the editors, the producers. Singa batula wansi ne bagamba nti Ashaba okola ku Uganda plus 256 kyusaamu. Yes, you can do this and this, but kitukuba mu nsawo. I foresee a situation where this can happen. This can happen to any institution globally. Singa batukola profit nga inaba shareholders bajja kubuuza ebibuuzo. The last questions nti Shaba tetukola sente terezaamu. Figure out ways of remaining useful in the country, whereas abantu, but some stories deliver them like this. Amawulire wegati gewale, amawulire wegati gayingire, stuff like that. These things happen in big corporations, and I believe NMG is one of those. No ban or closure, I think it's bigger than what we imagine. Ku surface kuno ja government overgadeo cause they publish news. No. I think this was a gateway to a dialogue bigger than what most of us can see right now. A long-term dialogue of Terezamu obanja kukwata mu nsawo. Cause tebasa baggalawo forever. They can't. Naye if they consistently kuba nsawo zaabwe, something has to give way. Nja kusaba ompendo woza mu comment section wansawo kikyolowooza ku byenkonyeeko. Do you think this is sustainable? Do you think NTV Monitor will come back the same? Yebadde elephant in the room mu video ya leero. Njabala mu video dako. Peace.